Hey Psych2Goers, welcome back to our channel. Your ongoing support helps us further in our goal to spread awareness about mental health and psychology. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Now to the video. At times, we can feel stress and anxiety reach new levels. You may have felt so overwhelmingly stressed that you wouldn't turn in assignments on time, or you may have felt an abrupt feeling of anxiety wash over you as you walked over to a class podium for a presentation. Or perhaps your stress and anxiety seem constant and unrelenting. It may be difficult to do seemingly simple tasks at all because you're too overwhelmed by your anxious thoughts and stressful to-do list. Well, to help relieve you, here are some daily habits that can reduce your stress and anxiety. Number 1, washing dishes. Washing dishes? Yeah, you heard that right. According to researchers at Florida State University, washing dishes can have a positive effect on your well-being. In an effort to test which daily activities relieve stress, researchers conducted a study with the help of 51 students as subjects. They found that those who mindfully washed dishes reported a decrease in nervousness by 27% and an increase in mental inspiration by 25%. The control group, on the other hand, did not experience any of the positive effects of mindful dishwashing. So how can you practice mindful dishwashing? You simply have to be aware of your senses while washing the tomato sauce off your lasagna plate. Focus on the smell, although it might not be great. Try focusing on the smell of the soap. Also, focus on the warm water and the feel of the glasses and plates in your hands. Grounding yourself in reality by focusing on your surroundings can help you relieve stress. Number 2, cuddling, hugging, and holding hands. The relaxing feeling of a cozy cuddle or warm hug. Well, that loving feeling you get when you hug, kiss, or hold hands with someone is likely due to the increased flow of endorphins humans often get from a loving hug. According to several studies, the pleasing chemical endorphins increase from cuddles and hugs, while the release of the stress chemical cortisol slows from hugs. So next time you have a chance to hug someone you love, go ahead. You'll only feel happier, and they will too. If you don't have anyone to cuddle with right now, a plushie would work too. Number 3, make good posture a habit. I bet you're slouching right now, aren't you? No? Then you've made me proud, Psych2Goer. You've made me proud. Slouching? Well, don't worry. I'll teach you the benefits of great posture, my little slouchy grasshopper. We are all guilty of slouching at times, but there are some positive effects on maintaining correct posture. According to a study in the Journal of Behavior Therapy and Experimental Psychiatry, upright posture can have a positive effect and reduce fatigue. The preliminary study's conclusions suggested that adopting an upright posture may increase positive effect, reduce fatigue, and decrease self-focus in people with mild to moderate depression. So maybe you're feeling a little bit tired or inattentive. Try maintaining good posture for 3 minutes and see how you feel after. Still feel tired? Maybe take a nap next. Number 4, view stress as a challenge. When we are stressed or anxious, we often feel discouraged and, well, feel even more stressed or anxious due to these feelings in the first place. Think about it. If you continue to ruminate on a worrisome thought, your anxiety and stress will only grow. Instead, try viewing stress as a challenge. Psychologist Kenny McGonigal recommends in her book, The Upside of Stress, to reframe any stressful event or anxious circumstance as a challenge. Preliminary research shows that those who adopt this mindset exhibit fewer stressful events and suffer less from negative health effects. Use this response to stress as an opportunity to grow as a person. View how you can react differently and what that will do to you and the situation. How will you feel in the long run if you react this way? What if you view your stress as a long-lost friend who needs a break or some talking to in order to calm down? Well, if you talk to them, you may just hit it off, and then you may not view stress as an enemy at all, but as a friend who simply needs to be reasoned with. Number 5, meditate. I'm sure you've heard before about the benefits of meditation, but if you know your day is bound to be busy and stressful, put aside 5 or 10 minutes each morning to ease into it with some mindful meditation. It will likely be difficult to jump into a full hour's worth of meditation, so take it in baby steps. Start with 5 minutes each morning. Once you've mastered that, add an additional 5 each week until you feel comfortable. Neuroscientist Gail DeBoard demonstrated through fMRI research that changes in brain activity in subjects who had learned to meditate were unchanged even when they were not meditating. The board recorded brain activity and took scans of subjects' brains while they meditated and after, while they completed everyday tasks. The scans still showed the changes in the brain activation patterns, continuing to the end of the study. This was the first time this sort of change had been discovered in the part of the brain known as the amygdala. And number 6, go to bed on time. Do you go to bed on time? What time are you watching this video? If it's past your bedtime, go to bed after this tip. If it's not past your bedtime, I am once again proud. It is vital to our mental health that we get enough sleep. Sleep deprivation can impact our anxiety for the worse. According to research, not getting enough rest can increase the brain's anticipatory reactions, intensifying your anxiety and stress levels. So check the clock. Is it past your bedtime? It's time you make going to bed on time a daily habit, or a nightly one. So will you practice these habits? Which will you try first? And which habits help you relieve stress and anxiety? Let us know in the comments. You're not alone in your anxiety and stress. Psych2Go and the many Psych2Goers are here to listen.
Hi friends! Welcome to another social emotional learning video from MileMarks. Today, we will be learning all about stress. In this video, you will learn these 3 things. First, you'll learn the definition of stress. Second, you'll learn how stress can affect you. And third, we'll go over helpful ways of coping with stress. Ready? Let's get started. So, what exactly is stress? Picture this. You just got done with dinner, and your mom is upset with you because you still haven't completed all of your chores. After you get them all done, you'll still need to study for the big science quiz that you have tomorrow. Your dog keeps barking at you because she wants to go outside. Your best friend has been calling you all day and is waiting for you to call her back. Your little brother keeps bugging you because you promised him that you play a video game with him after dinner. And you just remembered that you have a 3-page paper that you have to write about the ancient pyramids that will be due first thing tomorrow morning. You have so much going on, and you're not sure if you'll be able to handle it all. You are feeling stressed out. Stress is something you feel when you either have a lot of things going on at once, an important decision to make, an unexpected change in your life, a big event coming up, or when something really dangerous or terrifying happens to you. Stress is something that everyone experiences. Feeling some amount of stress is normal. And get this, not all stress is bad. Sometimes a little stress can even be helpful. It can keep you motivated towards accomplishing a goal and can also make you alert so that you can avoid dangerous situations. When your level of stress gets to be too much, that's when it can turn into a problem. Stress can be caused by many things, and these stressors can be different for everyone. Some common stressors for kids and teens include problems in a relationship or friendship, grades, watching the news, bullying, moving to a new house, getting a new brother or sister, not being very popular, parents arguing, and much more. What are some things that stress you out? It's important to know your stressors so that you can come up with helpful ways of coping when they occur. So, how do you know that you are feeling stressed? Stress affects us all differently. It changes our body, mind, feelings, and behaviors. When you're stressed, you might experience body symptoms such as headaches, a pounding heartbeat, sweating, trouble breathing, feeling shaky, nauseous, having tense muscles, or feeling really low energy. If these changes go on for too long, they can start to harm your body and make you feel sick. Stress can make you become more forgetful and disorganized, and it can make it harder for you to concentrate on the things you need to get done. You can start to have anxious, racing thoughts, and your mind will be focused only on the negatives about your situation. You might feel discouraged and may think about just giving up. Other feelings that come along with stress include sadness, anger, helplessness, or anxiety. stress can change your mood and make you more irritable toward others. Your behavior usually changes as well when you are going through something very stressful. The amount of food you eat and the amount of sleep you get each night might go way up or way down. You might procrastinate and try to put off doing your work. You may also start avoiding your friends and family members. Some people even start doing dangerous behaviors when they get stressed out. So, what are some helpful ways of coping with stress? Here are 5 things you can do to start managing stress today. Number 1, focus on the things that you can control. Sometimes you don't have much control over the things that happen in your life. There are things that just have to happen, and you'll need to figure out the best way to deal with it. You can do this by focusing on the things you can control in each stressful situation. For example, let's say you have a huge test coming up. There's not much you can do to stop the test from happening, but you can do something to help yourself feel better prepared and less stressed out. You can study, ask the teacher questions, or find someone willing to tutor you. Worrying about the things that you can't control won't change anything, but doing something about the things you can control will. Number 2, manage your time. Sometimes you might just have a lot going on with your schedule. You might be busy with school, sports, clubs, friends, or other activities during the week. If you start feeling stressed out, see if there's a way to lighten your load by cutting out the things that make you feel overwhelmed. Try not to take on too many stressful things at once, and make sure to schedule time to be able to just kick back and relax. You also want to make time for the things, activities, and people that you enjoy. Number 3, take care of your body. Stress can be really bad for your health, so it's a good idea to practice making smart decisions for your body. Be sure to get enough sleep each night and eat healthy foods for each meal. Exercising or being active is another great way to cope with stress. It's not just good for your body, but it can also help to improve your mood. Number 4, use positive self-talk. Challenge the negative, racing thoughts in your head by using positive self-talk to encourage yourself. The next time you're feeling stressed out, tell yourself things such as, "I know I can do it," "I'm strong enough to deal with this situation," or "I know how to handle this. I've been here before." Saying these things to yourself will make you feel more confident about dealing with the stressful situation. Number 5, talk to a friend or adult. It can be easy to just shut down and push people away when you are feeling stressed out. This is not helpful. Reach out to the people who care about you. They'll be willing to help you find ways to start feeling better. If the stress gets to be too much, ask your parents or guardians if you are able to speak with someone, like a counselor, that would be able to help you find healthier ways of coping with stress. There you have it. Now you know all about stress.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good afternoon. I bet to all panels. Salam sejahtera and salam satu Malaysia. My name is Nick Muhammad Nazrin bin Ni Roslan, your acting moderator for today's forum. Ladies and gentlemen, before I introduce our panel members today, allow me to fill first the title of our forum today. The title of our forum revolves stress management. In this forum, we will focusing on stress management is workplace. In our lives, we all feel tension, since stress causes or influences the vast majority of health issues. It is crucial to understand how stress affects our body and learn successful strategies for stress management to make stress work for us. Stress is the reaction of the body to changes in your life. Since life requires continuous change, routine changes such as commuting from home to work to adjusting to significant life changes such as marriage, divorce, or death of a loved one that does not escape stress differ from daily life. Well, Before we go any deeper into the topic of discussion, let's get acquainted with all four of our panels today. All of our panels are counseling and motivational experts. Our first panel member is Dr. Nur Anis Natasha binti Nur Aziz. How are you, Doctor?
I'm fine, thank you, Miss Moderator.
Next, I introduce our second panel member, Dr. Nur Maisarah binti Azmi. How are you, Doctor?
I'm good, thank you.
Next to the second panel, which is Dr. Nur Elia binti Izwan. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, what exactly is meant by stress management? To answer this question, allow me to ask the question to the first panel member, Dr. Nur Anis. Please provide an explanation of the purpose and concept stress management.
As we all experience that stress can happen to anybody. Everybody could feel stress for many factors. In general, stress can be defined as the degree to which you feel overwhelmed or unable to cope as a result of pressures that are unmanageable. Stress in medicine is the body's response to physical, mental, or emotional pressure.
Well, thank you, Dr. Anis, for your opinion. What about Dr. Sarah? What do you think is the causes of the stress?
For me, stress causes chemical changes in the body that can raise blood pressure, heart rate, and blood sugar levels. It may also lead to the feelings of frustration, feeling of emotional or physical tension. It can come from any event or through that makes you feel frustrated, angry, or nervous. Is your body's response to anything that requires attention or action. In short bursts, stress can be positive, such as when it helps you avoid danger or meet a deadline. Everyone can experience stress to some degree. The way you respond to stress, however, makes a big difference to your overall well-being.
Thank you for your brilliant opinion, Dr. Sarah. However, any problems must have its own solutions, right? So, Dr. Elia, what do you think that can be the solutions for this kind of issues?
In my opinion, it is obvious that we cannot avoid all kinds of stress, but there are many stresses in your life which you can definitely eliminate. It is important to learn how to say no and stick to them. Try to avoid people who stress you out. Further, if you cannot avoid a stressful situation, try altering it. Express your feelings, don't bottle them up, and manage your time better. Moreover, you can also adapt to the stressor if you can't change it. Reframe problems and look at the big picture. Similarly, adjust your standards and focus on the positive side. Never try to control the uncontrollable. Most importantly, make time for having fun and relaxing. Spend some time with nature. Go for a walk or call a friend, whatever pleases you. You can also try working out, listening to music, and more. As long as it makes you happy, never give up.
I see. So maybe next time I will spend more time with nature and get to know myself more. But other than these solutions or more to like strategies for stress management, may I ask you, Dr. Anis, do you know what is the what is the importance of stress management?
Stress management is very efficient as it helps in breaking the hold which stress has on our lives. Moreover, you can also become happy, healthy, and more productive because of it. The ultimate goal should be to live a balanced life and have the resilience to hold up under pressure.
I see. Well, sounds like very easy, right? Next, I would like to ask Dr. Sarah, can you give some more stress management techniques?
There are many stress management techniques through which one can reduce stress in their life, can change their situation or their reaction to it. We can try by altering the situation. If not, we can change our attitude towards it. Remember, accept things that you cannot change.
Well, that's a great technique. Besides that, do you know any other ways on how can we handle stress in a healthy ways?
Stress serves an important purpose because it enables us to respond quickly to threats and avoid danger. However, lengthy exposure to stress may lead to mental health difficulties, for example, anxiety and depression, or increased physical health problems. A large body of research suggests that increased stress levels interfere with your ability to deal with physical illness. While no one can avoid all stress, you can work to handle it in healthy ways that increase your potential to recover.
Other than that, you must eat and drink to optimize your health. Some people try to reduce stress by drinking alcohol or eating too much. These actions may seem to help in the moment, but actually may add to stress in the long run. Caffeine also can compound the effects of stress. Consuming a healthy, balanced diet can help to combat stress. Exercise regularly. In addition to having physical health benefits, exercise has been shown to be a powerful stress reliever. Consider non-competitive aerobic exercise, strengthening with weights or movement activities like yoga or tai chi, and set reasonable goals for yourself. Aerobic exercise has been shown to release endorphins, stop using tobacco and nicotine products. People who use nicotine often refer to it as a stress reliever.
However, nicotine actually places more stress on the body by increasing physical arousal and reducing blood flow and breathing. And practice relaxation techniques. Taking the time to relax every day helps to manage stress and to protect the body from the effects of stress. You can choose from a variety of techniques such as deep breathing, imaginary, progressive muscle relaxation, and mindfulness meditation. There are many online and smartphone apps that provide guidance on these techniques. Some Intel purchase are available free of charge. Reduce triggers of stress. If you are like most people, your life may be filled with too many demands and too little time. For the most part, these demands are ones we have chosen. You can free up time by practicing time management skills like asking for help when it's appropriate, setting priorities, pacing yourself, and reserving time to take care of yourself. Examine your values and live by them. The more your actions reflect your beliefs, the better you will feel. no matter how busy your life is. Use your values when choosing your activities.
In addition, you can also assert yourself. It's okay to say no to demands of your time and energy that will place too much stress on you. You don't always have to meet the expectation of others. Be mindful of things you can control and work on accepting the things that you can't control. Sell yourself to yourself. When you are feeling overwhelmed, remind yourself of what you do well. Have a healthy sense of self-esteem.
Well, it's nice to get more knowledge about an issues which relates about our health. It's very pleasant for being able to interview knowledgeable and influential people like all of you. I hope all of this information can be very helpful to all the viewers. To conclude, in all, we can control our stress levels with relaxation techniques that evoke the relaxation response of our body. It is the state of restfulness that is the opposite of the stress response. Thus, when you practice these techniques regularly, you can build your resilience and heal yourself. Before we end our session, please give the last 2 words.
Well, thank you for having us in these wonderful programs.
It's my pleasure too to get to share all those useful information to everyone.
Well, same goes to me. I was so excited to come here and spread all these positive vibes and great information to all of you. Wish you guys really enjoy and use the information given wisely.
I think that will be the ending of our session. Thank you for spending your time with us and willing to stay until the end. Stay safe, stay strong, and have a great day. And that's all from us. Thank you.
Hey there, I'm John. Welcome to this meditation to help you reduce stress. Before we do anything else, I'm going to ask you to pause wherever you are at this moment and take notice of how you're feeling. Try watching and listening carefully and curiously to what's going on inside you right now. Now take a deep breath, focusing your attention completely on the inhale and the exhale of that breath. Now take a deeper breath, and this time send the oxygen into your body and give it permission to still and relax. And with your third breath, the deepest one yet, repeat to yourself silently, I am here. Now how do you feel? Taking just 3 intentional breaths can help you shift into a calmer energy state. It's a quick and easy way to help alleviate stress, and a great gift of care you can give to yourself. Now, from this space that's more still and more calm, gently close your eyes if you haven't already, allowing your body to settle into a position you can hold comfortably. Begin again to take slower, deeper breaths, allowing your breathing to ground you and still you even further. Giving yourself permission right now to focus on you, making yourself your first priority. your well-being and self-care are your focus. Continue to take slow, deep breaths, allowing each inhale to be a bit deeper than the one before it. Feeling your lungs expand out as you inhale, holding it for a beat, and contracting everything back in as you exhale. As you continue to breathe this way, feel the journey of the breath through your body, and notice any places where you may be holding stress. Unfurrow your brow, unclench your jaw, let your shoulders drop down from your ears, and open your palms. And now allow your breath to return to its normal rhythm and pattern, but keep your focus on it and allow it to be your anchor during this meditation. If you get distracted by a thought or a sound, simply acknowledge that it occurred, and then gently let it go, and return your attention to your breath. When we are stressed, our perception of a situation isn't as clear as it could be. Our heightened emotional state tends to include not only the stress, but our judgments about it. And these judgments, along with stories we may be telling ourselves about the situation, bias our view and cause us even more stress. So right now, I invite you to call to mind a situation that you feel brings you stress. Watch it, if you can, from a place of curiosity, as if you were simply gathering information. Ask yourself, how true is my perception of this situation? Am I holding old judgments or stories about it that are clouding my view? As you notice these judgments or stories, acknowledge them as having served you in the past, and now give them permission to drop away. You don't need them anymore. Let them go. Now, without those judgments or stories, does the situation look or feel any different to you? From this clearer perspective, we can begin to see how our own judgments and resistance to the situation can cause them to appear more severe than they actually are. Which brings us to the next step in this process. Acceptance. Accepting a situation is acknowledging that it is happening, not necessarily that we agree with it or approve of it. Our very resistance to a situation brings us stress. Without the resistance, we see the situation more clearly, and then also we're open to see potential new solutions we hadn't before. See if you can begin to allow yourself to acknowledge and accept that the situation is happening, knowing that in this moment you are safe and you are okay. Continue breathing with your eyes closed. Just let your attention start to focus back on my voice. When we're stressed, we aren't able to see a situation clearly. By giving ourselves the gift of pausing and reflection, even if only for a few deep breaths, we allow ourselves to see the situation more clearly. From this safer, more still space, we can ease our resistance to it, which in turn eases the stress. Now let's take 3 more deep breaths together. Take a deep inhale in, holding it for a beat, and exhale it out. Again, an even deeper breath than the one before it, feeling it weave in and out of your muscles and cells. And exhale it out. Last time, your deepest breath yet. Sending that oxygen through your entire body, all the way down to the tips of your toes. And when it reaches the top of your head and you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thanks for joining me for this meditation. Be well.